Originally drafted by the Seattle Mariners.
And for Jason Vargas, you're absolutely right. Getting his first start here at home, I'm sure he's looking forward to that. Overall, I think he has thrown the ball well. Cleveland Indians have been a hot club. They're 4-0 on the road. They have scored a lot of runs over their last 4 games. So Jason Vargas, what is the key? I think he has to use his cutter inside to the right-handers, maybe even pitch off the plate, and then go soft with the changeup. If that's not working, go even softer with these guys because they are on the fastball. Derek Lowe, veteran pitcher, he's going to try to sink it. Mariners offensively had a good game plan against Masterson. Similar, Lowe doesn't throw quite as hard, but I think the lefty's hitting the ball the other way and try to get that sinker up will certainly help them offensively.
Big charge for Vargas. This team, the Cleveland Indians, have homered in every game they've played thus far in this season. Glad you're with us. Game 2 of this series with the Cleveland Indians on a cool, crisp night here in Seattle. Mariner baseball, first pitch is straight ahead.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Banner Bank. Better ideas, better banking. By CenturyLink. And by Jack in the Box. There's no curfew for late night craving, so stop by Jack in the Box where the entire menu is available all day long. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, welcoming Grammy winner and heartthrob Rick Springfield, June 30th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. I have to write that down. I'm a big Rick Springfield fan at about age 12. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. And coming up throughout the evening, we will keep you updated on scores around the majors. Also, it's playoff hockey time. We'll connect with the WHL and the NHL. We got a couple of Game 7s going on tonight, and we will look ahead to the weekend series. And the Mariners have been very good with the bases loaded. They're batting .400. That is third in the American League. If only the bases were always loaded. That's the trick. For more on the offense, we connect with Jen Mueller down on the field.
Angie, there is no question the Mariners are using a different approach at the plate this year. They are drawing more walks, they are getting deeper into counts, and they are chasing the pitchers. Now, while this looks like patience, at least from one point of view, Kyle Seager explains it's actually the opposite approach that's paying off.
I think the team, we've actually been pretty aggressive, and what happens is when you're aggressive, you can work the pitches where, if I'm really aggressive, then I'm going to be able to take the pitches that I don't want to hit, the pitches that I'm not going to be able to drive. So I think in the same approach, it kind of works weird, but if you're being aggressive, you'll be able to recognize pitches better, and you'll be able to lay off their pitches when you're looking for your pitch kind of deal.
Kyle Seager and the Mariners getting ready to take the field. Behind me, Jason Vargas and Derek Lowe on the hill. First pitch and lineups are coming up next here on Root Sports.
As they go north on I-5, if you get off at the Edgar Martinez exit, you can still catch some more daylight and some Major League Baseball. Day 2 and Game 2 of a set with the Cleveland Indians. This evening here at Safeco Field in Seattle, Washington. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, and the Root Sports crew. Glad you're with us for Mariner Baseball. Let's take a look at the Mariner defense coming up, but first the Indians starting lineup against Jason Vargas.
Thank you, Dave. And for Maniac, Donald leading off. He was a hero in last night's game. It is Kipnis, Chu, and Santana with the big home run. He will hit cleanup. Hafner, Duncan, Jose Lopez, the former Mariner, will hit 7th. Then it's Casey Kochman 8th, and Aaron Cunningham will hit 9th. And the numbers for Jason Vargas on the year. This will be his 4th start, 18 in the 3rd innings, fine ERA at a 3.44.
First pitch to leadoff man Jason Donald is a ball. Good to see Jason Donald ready to go. He took a bad hop on what could have been a double play ball last night. He's back in there on this 55-degree night. Wind out of the southwest at 3 miles an hour. Talking to Manny Acta, the manager of the Tribe. Got the worst bad hop you've ever seen? He says, no, Tony Kubek. I said, that's the same thing we said on the air, 60 World Series. And he's walking around the dugout saying, that's the worst I've seen since Tony Kubek. None of the players knew what I was talking about. I had to give a history lesson down here. There's Kawasaki, Mr. Energy himself, making the catch.
Changes in the defense, but not in the outfield. Biggins in left, Saunders out in center field. Ichiro will be in right. On the infield, Seager at third, Ryan at shortstop, and Kawasaki just catching that pop-up will be at second base. Ackley moves over to first, and Miguel Olivo back in the lineup behind the plate tonight. He will do the catching. Try to get Vargas through this game.
There's Jason Kipnis. That's what Vargas did in his last outing in a loss to the Rangers. Rangers are just on fire right now. 18-3 last night. Beating Boston again today. Kipnis, the second baseman. Slow start for him, hitting on .189.
Speaking of bad hops, I think the worst one I've ever seen is the one that hit me between the eyes.
Ugh, that's the worst. I hope you weren't wearing glasses.
I was actually. I had those flip down sunglasses.
Yeah.
Ended up cutting me a little bit, but I think it helped me as far as the glasses helped cushion the blow. Pushed it back up on the bill of my hat. But it happens from time to time. Even as great as these fields are, they're the best in the business. But every now and then, you can't help it. You get a bad hop.
Oh, broke that bat off. Olivo. And Ackley can't handle it. Gets away. Kawasaki will get it back in. What a tough play that was.
Looks like it'll be a base hit, E2. It looked like Vargas was going to go try to field this. Just a saw blade. You can see he makes kindling of that bat. And then Vargas coming off the mound. I thought maybe he was going to make the play. Olivo calls him off. Talking about getting in your kitchen.
Oof.
Ackley at first base tonight. Olivo, tough hop. It was right around the cut of the grass. Those are always difficult. Gets by him. And Kipnis ends up at second base on the air.
Ackley at first base, where he played for the better part of his career at North Carolina. University of Shin Soo Chu. 2 for 5. A couple of ribbies last night. What a game last night. 9-8. Mariners are feeling really good about themselves after the fourth inning with an 8-1 lead. What did Cleveland do? I got your 8-1 lead. Here's 7. Right back at you. First error of the season for Olivo. Justin Masterson last night. Mariners got to him. He only went 3 2/3. 7 hits, 8 runs, all earned. 4 walks and a strikeout. He had good numbers against the Mariners going into that game. Look out. Manny Acta was in the Houston organization for a long time. Went from A-ball as a coach to third base coach for Frank Robinson. He's telling Frank Robinson stories. The dugout before the game today, and worked with Frank in Montreal. Great Hall of Famer. One-two pitch. Check.
It's a good pitch from Vargas. Tried to go with the cutter right off the outside corner. He stayed with the fastball to Chew.
2-2 with Carlos Santana on deck. Shading towards left center for Chew. Drops it foul. Vargas versus Cleveland's got a 6.75 career ERA in 4 starts. Love to get a victory here today. Mariners at 6-6. The Tribe at 5-4. Kipnis the lead at second. Swing and a miss. Tough hitter. Shin Soo Chu is gone. We got some questions for Angel Campos, old plate umpire. There's 2 outs.
Vargas, after a number of fastballs, comes back with the hard slider. Just buries it in the dirt. Olivo able to keep it in front of him. The only thing Chu could have argued about is that he ended up getting a piece of it, but he didn't look like he was close to that slider.
No, not even. Vargas 2 outs, man at second. There's Carlos Santana, their cleanup hitter. 3-run homer last night in the 5th inning. Cleveland scored 7 times. Tie the game up at 8-8 after 4.5. Santana, switch hitter.
We'll take a look at this pitch from Bill Wood. It's an off-speed pitch. He leaves it middle in. And again, the Indians have been hot. Santana hits that one in the seats. His 3rd home run of the year.
Wood did not run away from it. He said, hey, didn't have it last night. I thought I could work my way out. Didn't happen. 2-0. So Carl Willis at one point said, I'm going to really have to go here. Can't find it. I don't have the feeling right now. So let's see if we can work through it. It just didn't work. They showed a lot of confidence leaving him out there.
Well, I guess you could say the same for Manny Acta, leaving Masterson out there to take the beating that he did last night. It happens from time to time. And then if you have confidence in your guy, you're going to stick with him a little bit longer. And I think both managers felt that way about the starters they had on the mound.
Yep, Millwood was a couple outs away from being eligible to get the W. Never got there. 2-1. Strike.
Good fastball from Vargas. That last fastball, 90 miles an hour on the inside corner. You can see the way he's mixed it up. He's going to have to continue to do that, change speeds. Pitch in and pitch in off the plate if he needs to get back to the changeup. 2-seam fastball away.
It's away from Olivo. Runner holds. Montero DHing tonight.
Great job from Olivo to keep that ball in front of him.
Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called. That'll do it for Cleveland here in the first. No runs, 1 hit, an error, a man left. Figgins, Ackley, and Ichiro for the Mariners when we get back. Vargas off to a good start. Couple of strikeouts. Stranding a runner at second base. Gets his club into the dugout by posting a 0. Let's take a look at the Mariners batting order against the veteran Derek Lowe.
Couple of changes for Eric Wedge. Jesus Montero is going to hit cleanup as the DH. Justin Smoke out of the lineup, hamstring pull. Saunders will move up and hit 6th. And Kawasaki getting started second base. He will hit 8th, and Brendan Ryan's going to hit 9th, playing shortstop.
Veteran right-hander Derek Lowe on the mound in his 22nd year of professional baseball. To the big leagues in '98, drafted by the Mariners.
Off to a great start, 2-0, ERA 1.98. Derek is not overpowering. Throws one of the better sinkers, two-seam fastballs you're going to see. He used to be in the low 90s. He'll be around 88, 89 miles an hour with that pitch. Also mix in a slider and a changeup.
2-1 to Figgins leading off. As Chandler says, he never throws a straight pitch. He's always looking for a corner. He's got great control. And you don't want to try to pull against him. So same approach a lot of the guys were taking last night against Masterson. They'll try to do against him tonight. 2-2 to Figgins. On deck hitter is Dustin Ackley.
Mentioned the 22 years of experience for Derek Lowe. It's really simple. He's going to continue to throw his sinker. He wants to get quick outs, and he wants to get them on the ground if he can. Figgins again, making him work. 7th pitch coming up. He's done a good job of that, starting games, seeing a lot of pitches, giving the guys hitting behind him a chance to take a good look at the starter.
Ooh, knocked the mask off of Santana. Thank goodness with the hard hat and the helmet. Oh, goodness. Boy, how the old timers do it without the hard hats. Thank you, Johnny Bench. Bench the first to wear the batting helmet. Iggy gets into one. Deep right field. Figgins. Home run to lead off the ball game for the Mariners. Iggy hit one a couple of days ago. Hit it far and deep to left center field, but it stayed in the yard. But this one got out in a hurry. 1-0 Mariners. Great start for Figgins. His first home run. RBI number 6. Well, he's happy with that. He stung the ball a few times. He's got something to show for it here.
On the 8th pitch of this at bat to start the game, Figgins gets a fastball, middle of the plate and down, right center field. It's a pretty good poke out there. Good start for the Mariners.
Sean Figgins with his first home run, got it on a 3-2 pitch, hit a 351 feet. Here's Kipnis throwing out Ackley. 1 out.
Look at the defense for the Indians. In the outfield, Shelley Duncan in left. Cunningham will be in center field. Chu, with the better throwing arms, will be in right field. On the infield, Jose Lopez at third. Donald Kipnis up the middle. Casey Kochman at first base. And Carlos Santana will do the catching.
So a lot of reason to smile for Sean Figgins. His first home run since April 1st of 11 at Oakland. And it's his first home run off of Derek Lowe. He's now 7 for 24 against the big right-hander. 1 out, a run in on the Figgins leadoff home run. Bounced up there, Ichiro standing in. 7th career leadoff home run for Sean Figgins. Ichiro gets into one. Deep right field. That's gone too. 2-0 Mariners. They got it on a 1-0 pitch. For Ichiro, his first home run of the season. And his first since September 9th of last year against Kansas City. Little Mariner power here in the first inning. That gives him 10 home runs on this young season. Boy, that's impressive. Right off the bat.
Again, Lowe just staying with two-seam fastballs. Another one runs out over the middle of the plate. Ichiro gets the barrel to it. Always has his head behind the ball, doesn't he? He does a great job of that. And this one he's able to elevate. He squares it up.
See him doing that every day in batting practice. Boy, he got a big time swing on that one. The ground ball to the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Montero is retired. 2 outs. So if you want to go on the pattern that we've established here, Mike, home run 4-3, home run 4-3. Let's have another long ball here. Why not?
Okay. Kyle Seager. Kyle has a home run on the year. We'll get his second one, hitting an even 300.
Manny Acton watching his big right-hander down 2-0. A couple of home runs. Strike one to Seager. Ichiro last September. Last time he went yard. Seager 2 for 5 last night. The 0-1. To see a little Mariner pop here. 2-run homer by John Jaso last night in his first Mariner at home at bat. 2-1. Seager borrow this bat.
It was funny today. When we were in the dugout, the guys were coming out to stretch, and Kyle had it. I saw his bat and was leaning up against the fence down there, and I picked it up, and I noticed the model number on it was an M356. The guys have all different kinds of models. And I was talking to Dan Wilson. I said, "Do you think he knows what the M356 is for?"
Inside.
And Danny just shrugged his shoulders. I don't know. I said, well, I'm going to ask him. So when he started taking his batting practice, I said, hey, Kyle, I said, you know what the M356 for? He said, yeah. He goes, that's Edgar Martinez's model. I said, yeah, you're right. That is. I said, have you always used that? He goes, actually, no. He said, actually, it's great. I love the young guys. He looks at me and he goes, no, last year when we got called up, you can order your own bats up here, the only model you want. And I said, yeah, I'm aware of that. And he goes, well, Liddy ordered these bats. And he goes, and I just picked it up, and I thought it looked pretty cool. And so I tried to trade him 3 of my bats for one of those. He wouldn't give it to me. So this year I ordered one myself.
To the gap. Extra bases again. 2 home runs and now a double by the Mariners here in the first. A great start against Derek Lowe. This inning's been simple. Home run, ground ball to second. Home run, ground ball to second. And a double to right center field.
Now let's go with the ground ball up the middle this time. With Seager out at second base, but Kyle was excited about it. And he said that he might put it out there today because Lowe, with the sinker running away from him, he might use the model. It looks like that's the one he used. Worked well.
I'll have to get Mr. Martinez next time he stops by. Have a couple words with the young man, sign a bat for him.
I'm sure he'd be thrilled.
Order up another box for him.
Yeah, another dozen.
Two nothing. Chance to pick up another one. 4th double of the season for Seager. Mariners got 10 total bases already this inning.
And they're making Derek Lowe work. 23 pitches in the inning.
Foul ball.
I thought Saunders had a couple of really good at-bats last night.
How about the 3-0 pitch? It turned him loose. Got a base hit. 4th.
I think that says a lot. I talked to Eric Wedge about it, and he said, you know what? He's been aggressive. I like the way he's swinging it. He worked himself into that count, and I just felt like if he had a good fastball to hit, he was going to turn loose. And he goes, I wasn't even sure if he would swing at it knowing he had the green light. And he was thrilled with the fact that, 1, he swung at it, 2, he hit it hard. It ended up being a single line drive to right. But he was really excited about the fact that he had the courage to go ahead and take that hack. Some guys don't want to do it, worried they might pop it up. But Michael turned it loose. And then he just missed a home run last night, too, dead center field. It went up against the fence on a cool night.
7th inning on a 3-2 pitch. Did drive it a long way. Could have meant a lot. Outside. There's some good 3-0 hitters you played with or against.
I would say probably the best was number 24. He didn't miss too many. When Junior had a chance, he didn't miss too many of them.
3-1. Outside, Saunders is aboard. This inning continues. This will be batter number 7 coming up for the Mariners in the person of Miguel Olivo.
And I think that was some veteran pitching right there. You had the left-hander Saunders with the right-hander Olivo waiting on deck. Scott Rudensky, the pitching coach for the Indians, going out to have a conversation with Derek. Will probably give him a break more than anything. 27 pitches now for Lowe. But all those pitches wide. Seeing that Saunders would chase something. He didn't, so he'll go to work on the right-handed hitter.
Lowe drafted by the Mariners in 1991, 8th round of the June draft. And then sent with Jason Varitek to the Red Sox for Heathcliff Slocum. July 31 of 97. Another veteran guy we talked about Mr. Moyer the other day. Livan Hernandez, he's with the Braves. Kevin Millwood's here. Roy Halladay, he threw a beauty a couple of days ago. And Derek Lowe among active leaders. Innings pitched. 2 on for Olivo, 2 outs, a couple of runs in on home runs by Figgins and Ichiro. Olivo 3 for 19 career against Lowe. We've had some of the older guys starting games these days for Major League Baseball. Good for the old guys, yeah. R.A. Dickey, tough one today down in Atlanta.
Oh, looking at those last 4, they had another 10 years left on their career if you look at Jamie Moyer.
Piker's kids. Come on.
Amazing story, Jamie Moyer.
Atlanta beat R.A. Dickey and the Mets 14-6. 0-2 to Olivo way outside. Tampa Bay put up 12 at Toronto, 12-2. Texas won again, 6-3 at Boston. 2 on, 2 out pitch. Fouled off. Low part of the 04 Red Sox World Championship team. Won his only start in that game with 7 innings. Veteran has been around Boston, the Dodgers, Atlanta, and now Cleveland. Playable. Foul territory. Kochman's there. Good inning for the Mariners. What a start. Long ball. Played by Sean Figgins, his 7th career leadoff home run. How about Ichiro? He goes yard. Both guys with their first home runs of the season. And they lead Derek Lowe and the Indians 2-0.
Shots, and the Mariners are on top as we head into the second inning. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Now, some of our viewers in Idaho and Montana are tuning in to see the Utah Jazz and the Portland Trail Blazers, but we have Mariners baseball for you instead and this update. Right now, the Jazz on top at last check by 3 points, 21-18. Devin Harris with more than half of their points. Dave, back upstairs to you.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Mariners enjoy an early 2-0 lead. Jason Vargas has seen Figgins and Ichiro hit home runs. Here's Travis Hafner to lead it off. Ichiro on the left, Figgins on the right. Both guys with their first homers of the 2012 season. This guy at the plate knows something about home runs and injuries. He had 4 peak years not too long ago where he was just amazing. 28 homers in 04, 33 in 05, 42 in 06, and then 24 in 07. But injuries have really taken its toll over the last few years. Off the fist, Kawasaki. Next time you come to ball game here at Safeco Field, if by chance Kawasaki's not in the lineup, watch as the Mariners take the field, generally led by Ichiro. Well, Kawasaki's his shadow as he bolts out of the dugout.
As a matter of fact, even when he's in the lineup.
Because today, was that nuts today? Today we made a point, and he was right on Ichiro's heels, and then it looked like he was running a deep square in pattern. He was right on Ichiro's heels, stride for stride, and then he broke it off for a sharp left turn. Looked like he was looking for a pass. Mr. Energy. Shannon Dreher showed us his website. He's got a website back in Japan, selling a lot of goods, and he's been a guy that has been embraced by everybody on the team. They just absolutely love his energy. He's different, and that's good. Has fun, loves the game.
Sometimes you see some of that, and it puts guys off, but I think it's so genuine when you watch him. Because the first time I saw it, I was wondering, what is this guy doing? But he's consistent about it. He seems to have a lot of fun. He never stops talking. When the guys do something that's a positive for the club, he's one of the first ones to get up, and he's happy for him. So I think the guys have embraced it.
And the voice that you hear, that you don't understand what he's saying, it's him. Because he's got a high-pitched voice. 2-1. Here's Chambliss said, look at we're standing at the cage watching him hit. He said, the kid's got great hands. He's not that big, very relaxed. And he said, you know, sometimes you think you can beat him with a fastball or something, and he can really turn on it. So it's going to be interesting to watch him swing the bat. 3-1 is the count here to Shelley Duncan. Mile high pop. Saunders calling everybody off.
There you go.
Take a look at Munenori Kawasaki pregame yesterday. Never a dull moment. Pregame ritual. Got it. High five with everybody. Keeps everybody involved. Stops. Hey, give me some. He's awesome.
Including the coaches.
Absolutely. The trainers and everybody. A base hit by Jose Lopez, former Mariner. Muscles one end to center field, a 2-out single. Hope you getting a chance to play. Came over from Colorado. At third base tonight.
Probably staying a straight platoon with Jack Hanahan over at third.
There's another former Mariner, Casey Kotchman. 2 outs. Lopez, as you know, not fast at first. A little dribbler. This will do it right here. Great inning by Vargas. Takes his time, throws out Kotchman. And the Indians are done in the second. Mariners lead 2-0. Kawasaki, Ryan, and Figgins coming up. Gundenori Kawasaki leading off, takes the ball. Kawasaki, Ryan, and Figgins here in the second. Late 1-1. Oh, fast work. Kawasaki, a .294 career hitter in his days in Japan. 2-2. Well, you can tell Ichiro's his hero. So many similarities to what he does. I mean, it really does look like a shadow out there sometimes. Alive. 2-2.
And you can see low changing speeds on the two-seam fastball. The last one 84 miles an hour. He'll add some, take some off. He's trying to get the ground ball for the left-handers. He wants them to hit it at the second baseman all night.
2-2.
The eighth pitch coming up to Kawasaki to lead the second inning off. Higgins hit the eighth pitch out of the ballpark when he was leading the game off in the first.
Right to the second baseman, Kipnis for the first out. One out here in the Mariners' second 2-0 lead. Ichiro bobblehead. It's coming up this Friday. First 20,000 fans take home something special. A 7-inch tall version of Ichiro. Hit Bobby poised to steal another base. Get there early because he's going to go fast. For tickets to Ichiro bobblehead night on April 20th, go to mariners.com. Here's Ryan. Looper, that might be enough. It is. Base hit. A one-out base runner. Back to the top of the order, and Sean Figgins. And Ryan.
He gets a slider, hits it off the end of the bat, flares it out into right center field.
How about his night last night? He walked 4 times, scored twice, struck out once.
I didn't look, but I bet he's never walked 4 times in his career.
I'm on board with that. I'd be. Eric Waits said the same thing in a post game and savor it because it may not happen again. Figgins, long at bat, 3-2 pitch. He homered. Deep right center field. Nothing cheap about it. Hit it hard. And Tana thought about throwing down at first. Here's look at Figgy's home run.
There's nothing cheap about it. Goes out to right center field. You see the 385 mark.
7th career leadoff home run for Figgins, and his first home run since April Fool's Day a year ago. Line drive left field. Shelley Duncan there. Two outs. Bring up Dustin Ackley. 55 degrees here in Seattle. Temperatures will be pointed southbound down around the low 40s. Ackley grounded out the second his first time. Getting a chance to play first base. Justin Smoke, hamstring issue. He first heard it on Saturday and aggravated it Sunday, and then he went out and got 4 base hits last night. So Ackley played first base at the University of North Carolina. He had to borrow a first baseman mitt from Alex Liddy.
He's a good athlete. I don't think he'll have a problem over there tonight.
I'd be surprised one day you see him out in the outfield. He played in the outfield at Carolina too. An arm injury that put him at first base. 2-1.
Dustin ground out to the second baseman his first time up. See if he'll let the ball travel a little bit deeper and try to hit him the other way. And Lowe's going to stay with that two-seam fastball and just try to sink it away from him.
Ackley trying to get something going. He's just 3 for 16. There's a base hit, and that's going to the gap. Bryant's going to get the third. Ackley with a big turn. He'll hold it first. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. There's a breakout moment.
Yeah,
yes,
quick
sir.
adjustment for Dustin. Ackley grounded out to second his first time up. Talk about letting it go a little bit lower. You can see this. Ball traveling to the outside corner, let it get a little deeper in the strike zone. He stays on it, doesn't try to pull it. It's a solid line drive into center field.
Aaron Cunningham getting it back in. Here's Ichiro, homered on a 1-0 pitch. A little late, strike one. Well, that was right in the zone, wasn't it? That was a good looking swing by Ichiro. 0-1 pitch. 1-1. That was Ichiro's first hit against Lowe. He's 1 for 4. Down the line, that's a fair ball. Oh, jeez. Dan Ayasanga with the call. Boy, that was going to be 2 runs. There's the super mo. Dan's got a good look at it. Thought maybe it got that
road right over the corner. Yeah.
Didn't waste any time.
No.
Emphatic call.
It was close.
1-2. Jackknife out of the way. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Montero's on deck if Ichiro can keep it going. Figgy and Ichiro homered in the first. 2-0 lead. Looking for more. Full count. Jesus grounded out to second his first time. He went 0 for 3 last night. Check that 1 for 3 at that bad hop base hit. Runners at the corners. Payoff to Ichiro. He took it for ball 4. Boy, Santana held it for a long time. Bases are loaded for Jesus Montero. Second walk issued by Lowe. They get the veteran against the rookie. What do you think?
Stayed away from Montero. Montero hit a ground ball to second base. The thing I liked last night is off of Masterson is he was able to stay on a pitch. If he gets it down, it looks to me for a right-handed hitter, which is unusual. He likes the ball down. If he can get something down and in, I think he can do some damage. The left fielder Duncan is playing deep. He is almost on the warning track and left. You see the outfielders playing deep for Montero. Base hit, Ackley able to score easily.
They are deep. 1-0 from Lowe. Side 2-0.
Again, Lowe having to throw a lot of pitches. 56 pitches working here in the second inning.
Inside 3-0. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 60 pitches already for Derek Lowe. Missed RBI for Montero on the walk. Scoring is Ryan. 3-0 Mariners. Montero's 6th RBI. It's a 3rd walk issued by Derek Lowe.
Back-to-back walks. A couple pitches were close that Lowe didn't get the call on. Looked upset by that last one. Santana went out to the mound, tried to calm him down a little bit.
Manny Acta, formerly with the Washington Nationals as a manager. It's his second managerial job. Kyle Seager with a double to right center last time. Strike one. Oh, 1 to Seager. Good 1-1. Got Ackley at third. Ichiro's at second. Montero is at first. To left field, Duncan towards the line. Coming in, has got room and makes a catch in fair territory. Mariners get a run on the bases loaded walk. RBI for Montero. Leave them loaded and have a 3-0 lead.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Pizza Hut. Get any pizza, any size, any toppings for only $10 when you carry out from Pizza Hut. By Northern Quest Casino, Spokane's newest destination resort. And by Verizon. Verizon 4G LTE, America's fastest, most reliable 4G network. David Mike, back up to you.
All right, thank you, Angie. Jason Vargas. First pitch to Aaron Cunningham in there for strike. Aaron out of Anchorage, Alaska. All right, he drills this one left field, turns Figgins around, and it is off the top of the wall, a two-base hit. Third base umpire, Bill Miller.
Manny Acta going to come out and argue. It's tough right there where he hit it because you have the bullpen in that shed right behind it, but it looked like he hit the padding.
He got a good pitch to hit and rode it. Cunningham has been around with Oakland and San Diego.
See if it hits the wall or that little shed behind the wall.
Right on the yellow.
Yeah.
Donald Supermo showing it right on the yellow. Bill Miller getting some consulting help from the rest of his crew. Dale Scott, Dan Iasaki, and Angel Campos. Looks like they're gonna take a break and go inside and take a look. There's Dale Scott, the crew chief. Mariners lead at 3-0. And we'll get the replay review when we get back. got it right. A double for Aaron Cunningham to lead off the Cleveland third. Top of the order now. Here's Jason Donald. Popped out to Kawasaki to lead off the ballgame. It's the bunt down. Vargas.
I thought he would try it.
Took a good look, didn't he?
Yeah.
So 1-3 sacrifice 1-3. Take a look now at AT&T trivia question. What percentage of all-time MLB hitters since 1876 has Jamie Moyer faced? 0.3%, 0.9, 3%, or 9%? Take in mind, you're talking about you're one of 17,000 plus who have played Major League Baseball. Mr. Blowers. So we're talking about guys that had a plate appearance. How many has he faced a percentage? I'll go with 0.9. Well, probably way off, but I'll... To center field, good jump by Saunders. There's the throw to the plate. It's tailing offline, and the sacrifice fly off the bat of Jason Kipnis gets Cleveland on the board. It's 3-1 Mariners.
What were my options again, Dave?
0.3%, 0.9%, 3%, or 9%.
I think we saw that he's pitched 4,000 innings. I'm going to say 3%.
Okay. 3, there we go right there. Shin-Soo Choo. Struck out on a 2-2 pitch first time.
I heard that Jamie Moyer last night did not throw a pitch 80 miles an hour.
Right.
Or
80,
better.
No more than 80 and as low as 69. Early fan reports are going with 9%. Wow. Here's a strike, 3-1. On deck, Carlos Santana. And she's worked a walk. Vargas, that's his first walk. Second base runner this inning.
And with a hot hitting club, you want to stay away from that. Make him hit it. The Indians again destroyed the Kansas City Royals pitching staff before they came into here, and we saw how quickly they could put numbers up on the board last night.
Homered in each of their 9 games thus far.
.40 pitches for Jason.
Santana took a called third strike. Ended the first inning.
Switch hitting catcher. 27 home runs for him last year. Hit a home run in last night's game. Hit it left-handed. Vargas was aggressive with him his first time up, throwing fastballs on the inside part of the plate. Punched him out looking at a fastball in the inside corner.
This dig by Olivo. 27 home runs last year, club record for Cleveland. Home runs by a switch hitter. Had 97 walks, third in the American League. Count at 1-1.
Good changeup. That's some pretty good switch hitters. Baerga.
Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez. Eddie Murray for a little while. Alomar.
Hall of Famer. Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer.
That's some good ones.
So 2. Vargas trying to end it right here. 2-2. Runner at first. 2 outs. Fist found back.
Best fastball we've seen from Jason. 91 miles an hour on that last fastball.
17,940 players in the major leagues. I'm curious to see what the answer is to that trivia question. 2-2. Shoot back. First home start for Vargas. Two to Santana. Struck him out. Big K there by Jason Vargas. Indians, though, do get on the board with 1 run and strand another runner. 3-1 Mariners. Mariners tonight. Figgins and Ichiro in the first inning. A bases loaded walk. Montero in the second. Mariners have a 3-1 lead. Here's Michael Saunders to lead it off. Saunders first time up walked. It'll be Saunders, Olivo, and Kawasaki here in the third. Just made a correction on the Figgins leadoff home run. It's career leadoff home run number 8. Not 7 as previously reported. One to Saunders. Now 8 up Santana. Ball and 2 strikes.
When you look at the series, a 3-game set on the first game, as Santana tries to get some sort of feeling back. But the bullpens, you have to look at the bullpens. And for the Indians, they had 5 guys out of their pen pitching last night's game. And right now with Derek Lowe at 64 pitches, they have an opportunity to get back in there again. And early in the season, these guys will get a chance to see the guys again out of the bullpen, which you like to see as you take a look at this foul tip off the bat of Saunders. He got him on the inside of his ankle.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like one place that wasn't protected. Let's check in with Angie Mentic.
Hey guys, I generally don't do weather, but it is supposed to be fantastic this weekend. It'll make you wish you were at the ballpark, and so will our Lexus pitching matchup. The White Sox are coming to town. Hector Noesi is the first one out for the Mariners, and from there It's Blake Bevan against Philip Humber, and Kevin Millwood, righty versus lefty, against John Danks in the finale of that. Dave, Mike, back upstairs to you.
All right, Angie, John Danks always a tough customer against the Mariners. Easy for us to say, but I think Santana's shaking off that hit. This thing really hurt. Laboring down there. 1-2 here to Saunders leading off. You take enough hits like that, Skip. If I get tomorrow off, I don't have a problem.
Catcher's hands and feet. Those are the worst. They're the ones that aren't protected, and they hurt.
Charging is Kochman. He'll take it himself. Wins the race. 1 out. Bring up Miguel Olivo. Fouled out to Kochman his first time. A's leading at the Angels 3-0 in the fourth. Down the line, foul. Oh, good effort.
What an effort. That's great. She was a little bit late on the dive, but
Ooh,
yeah,
a little late. But
a little late. Good effort, though. What do you think? Arbitration eligible?
What now? What
going all out?
Come on. Yeah, sure. 1-1. Well, and 2 strikes to Olivo. Miggy trying to reverse course. He's down to 108. Oh, 2 strikes off the fist. A lot of spin on that one. Kochman to low for out number 2. AT&T trivia question. The question was, what percentage all-time major league hitters as Jamie Moyer faced? I went with 0.9%. Mike went with 3%. Fans went with 9%. Wow. Nice job, fans. 9%. 20% of current players were born after Moyer's debut.
20%. I'm sure the Mariners have a number of guys on that list. For sure.
Munenori Kawasaki soft liner to second his first time up. Third baseman Lopez was in on the grass.
I thought I heard somebody say today that Jamie had his first start with the Cubs against the Phillies and Steve Carlton. Carlton is what, 65 now, probably, somewhere
every bit.
Yeah. Jamie's still going.
Good for him.
Yeah, I agree.
And again, I marvel. He was here in the booth. And boys, I'm coming back. And he looked good down in Arizona. That was after the club came back as Kawasaki works a walk in a 3-1 pitch. That's the 4th walk by Lowe. Comes with 2 outs. Chance for Brendan Ryan. Brendan Ryan, first time up, base hit to right. Came around and scored on the bases loaded walk to Montero, back safely. Steve Carlton right now is 71. You're right. Carlton did face Moyer. Moyer's debut, big league debut. Moyer got the win. Yeah. That day, Kent Tekulve, he pitched for the Phillies. He had come over, obviously, from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, the Pirates.
Lee Smith, Lee Arthur Smith.
Wow.
He got the save for the Cubs. And Michael Jack Schmidt was 1 for 5 that game. June 16th, 1986. There he is right there. I was doing WNBC radio. Runner goes. Throw from his knee. Santana got him. Oh, man. What a throw from his knees. Tony Pena, Manny Sanguillen. They'd all be proud of that throw by Santana. Good bid for stolen base by Kawasaki, but the throw does get him. With the Cleveland Indians, and Court is back in session at Safeco Field. King Felix is presiding tomorrow at 7:10. Get a seat in the King's Court. Mariners ace once again take the hill. $30 is going to get you a new 2012 T-shirt, K card, and ticket in the King's Court. For tickets, go to Mariners.com/Felix. Main concourse here at Safeco Field. Mommy, I want that. Mommy, I want that. Mommy, give me that. Been there, done that.
You'll get nothing and like it. There you go.
I got some popcorn. I want to make a correction. Mike, you were closest with that going over. Steve Carlton, I miscalculated. He'll be 68 December 22. Travis Hafner leading off. Right. Next start for Moyer is next start. Phillies beating 19-1. Travis Hafner looks at the pitch outside. Hafner grounded out to second. He went 2 for 5. A run scored and an RBI last night. Both teams used 5 men out of the bullpen last evening. What a crazy game that was. Vargas thus far, 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Two and two. Cleveland got its run in the 3rd inning. Leadoff double by Cunningham off the top of the left field wall. Sacrifice bunt, sacrifice fly. He scores. Mariners get on the board. 2 home runs in the 1st inning. Figgins and Ichiro. And then bases loaded walk in the 2nd by Montero. Strike 3 called. Hafner's gone. 4th strikeout for Jason Vargas.
Pitch looks like a cut fastball again, trying to run it off the outside corner. That's just a perfect pitch.
One out. Here's Shelley Duncan. Fly to center in his first at bat. Straight back. Vargas 10 and 13 last year, a 4.25 ERA and 32 starts. They took a lot off of that. Fouled away.
Jason's still in good shape with his pitch count. 54 pitches for Jason.
Three shutouts and 4 complete games last season. Cleveland looking up at Detroit in the American League Central. Detroit really swinging the bat well. Chicago in third place. White Sox will be in town this weekend. Let's look. Central standing, and Shelley Duncan can't believe he's just been rung up. 5th strikeout for Vargas, 3 in a row.
And it looks like Duncan had an argument. But Jason consistently living on the edges, and when you do that, you're eventually going to get calls, and I think he gets one here. Another cut fastball, looks like 84 miles an hour.
Next Mariner, Jose Lopez got a base hit to center. Right off the label. Good enough for base hit. 2 outs in the second inning. Going to get out of play. Oh, 2. Good pitch. Quality work. Jason Vargas in the 4th strikes out the side. He's got a half dozen strikeouts through 4 innings and a 3-1 lead. It's the last thing I do.
Looks like a brand new glove.
2 hands. Use 2 hands when you do get one. Jason Vargas strikes out the side in the 4th 4 in a row point. See if they can get him some more runs. Brendan Ryan was at the dish when Kawasaki was caught stealing to end the Mariner third.
Vargas has already tied a season high with the 6 strikeouts. That's just through 4 innings.
Way outside. Lowe tonight has walked 4, has not struck out of batters, given up 3 runs on 5 hits. Three and 1. Ryan's got one of those 5 Mariner hits. On deck, Sean Figgins. Happy birthday to Shirley Marie Griffin, mom of Rick Griffin, our head trainer. Watching back in Utah. Ryan walks. Good start for the Mariners here in the home 4th.
Take a look at Sean Figgins in his first at bat. Again, he's been starting games, making pitchers work right out of the chute. He takes a lot of pitches. You can see that 2-0 pitch. He takes it right away. Pitches are wide as Lowe's trying to find it, fight some pitches off. It's a piece of Santana with that last one. And then here's a home run to right center field. For hitters, the longer you're up there, and it was nothing but fastballs from Lowe, your timing gets a little bit closer as Figgins squares around the bunt here. Derek Lowe not happy with the last call from Angel Campos. There's been some close ones that he has not been able to get. And as we've seen, Vargas is starting to get those pitches on the edges. But I think Vargas has been more consistent so far.
Lopez in at third. Ryan at first base. 5th walk by Lowe. Right down the line, it goes foul. Figgins run past his good friend and former teammate with the Angels and here with the Mariners, Casey Kotchman.
Trying to take it with him. He wanted to keep it on the grass.
It's some play. Good look by Angel Campos. Bobby Wilson's got the Supermo camera. Great work. 0-2. Last night proved nothing else. You can't have enough runs. Mariners trying to get something going here with Ryan at first. 1-2 to Figgins. There goes Ryan. Slice foul.
Brendan Ryan had a good jump. Nothing that Figgins can do about it. He has 2 strikes. Fouled the pitch off, trying to stay alive.
Do it again at 1-2. Ryan back.
Had a chance to talk to Mike Brumley today about the running game of the Mariners. You and I both were surprised over the last couple of days seeing the attempts or the lack thereof, and I asked him about it. And he said, you know, last year we ran with basically reckless abandon.
There goes Ryan Looper. That's going to get him to third with nobody out. Figgins handled that. Nice to see him on the move as you were talking about that.
Base hit for Figgins. He has a home run and now a single. It jams him a little bit, but he's able to fight it off into the outfield. Brendan Ryan on the move. Wasn't able to pick it up right away, but once he sees it hit the outfield grass, just about walk in the third. So the Mariners have something going here in the 4th. But Mike was saying, because we ran so much last year and we played so many games against the Rangers and the A's, they paid a lot of attention to us. He thinks they're going to open the game up more now that they're finally out of that part of the schedule. So we'll take a look and see if that's the case.
Keep that in mind, because There's been many times we've been up here going, you know, go, come on,
Right.
get moving. Let's see something.
Well, he keeps a watch with him. He knows the times of the pitchers that are timed to home. And he's trying to keep it at 1.35. If they're below that, the guys he doesn't want to run.
Oh, a throw it, Duck special. Base hit, RBI, Ackley. 4-1 Mariners. Ryan scores easily. Ackley with the RBI, his 5th, and back-to-back hits for Dustin. He's 2 for 3.
And again, staying with it, not trying to pull it. This pitch is down, and watch him go down and dig it back out. Hits it right back at Derek Lowe.
Oof. The other thing, too, I know you were talking to Brum about. Brum's really good at dissecting moves and patterns in terms of where a guy stops in his stretch.
Yeah, he was talking about that. And he said if he can pick something up, even if their time to home is in that area where you normally wouldn't go, if he can pick something up early, the hitters can get a jump start, maybe get a half a step, do a step on a pitcher. They'll take advantage of that, too.
Nobody out. Runners at first and second. A run in. Pitch. Slap down the line. That is, oh, man, it's a foul ball. Higgins is already to third. Well, that would have been perfectly placed, too. Great look. Nice job. Bill Miller down there. Had a good look.
He is right on it.
Well done.
Yep. But Mike Brumley, he does a great job down there. He works hard. For every series, he goes through the pitchers, see what he can pick up. But I think now that they're finally away from Texas and Oakland, we'll see him run a little bit more, which would be good. Help them out a little bit offensively and manufacture some runs.
2-1. Bounced up there. 3-1. Iro Asensio starting to throw for Cleveland. Put a few guys down there who wasn't used last night.
Derek Lowe has had to work hard in this game. He's at 95 pitches. Nobody out in the 4th inning. So it looks like Manny Acta, he's going to have to, one way or the other. He's going to have to pull both of his starters. Last night, Masterson, and now tonight, Derek Lowe, and use up his bullpen again.
Nobody out. Runners at first and second. A run in. 3-1 to Ichiro. Swain drives it to the gap. It's deep. Going back. And the catch is made by Cunningham. Tagging is Figgins. He gets the 3rd. Returning to first is Ackley. Put a charge into it, but not enough.
It's a productive out. I'm sure Ichiro a little bit disappointed. I think he thought maybe he had extra bases on this. But Cunningham able to run it down. Figgins did the right thing. He stayed close enough to second to where he could tag up and move on to third. That'll be an RBI opportunity for Montero.
Scott Radinsky, the pitching coach, with his back to it. Jeff Datz talking to Figgins. 1 out. Runners at the corners. And Montero will be the hitter. The confab is over. Mariners have a 4-1 lead. 4 runs on 7 hits, 1 error. Indians a run on 3 hits, no errors. Figgins at third, Ackley at first for Montero. 1 down. Foul ball. Montero tonight's grounded out to second. Got a bases loaded walk. He's been fooled on his first 2 pitches. 0-2.
Young hitter, being aggressive, Dave. And low, I'm sure this pitch, I doubt it's anywhere near the plate. Montero, a lot of young hitters, not just Jesus, but a lot of them will try to swing early in counts when they have an RBI opportunity. That pitch way inside on his hands, breaks his bat.
Yeah. John Figgins at third base. Got there on a base hit. An Ackley single and a tag out. First base is Ackley. Second hit of the night. First RBI. And here's your CenturyLink high-speed pitch. 90 for both starters. 0-2 pitch. Stepped off. Broken bat. That's hit up the middle. Donald for Kipnis. They turn to double play to get out of the inning. Mariners do get a run on the RBI by Ackley and have a 4-1 lead.
They lead at 4-1 heading into the fifth inning. Hi, friends. Angie Minting here at the Ford Sports Desk. The Texas Rangers trying to keep their 5-game winning streak going. They were in Beantown to face the Boston Red Sox. Top of the fourth, Boston up 2-1. That is until Rangers catcher Mike Napoli absolutely crushes a 2-run bomb to left. His fourth of the season gives the Rangers the lead. They go on to win it 6-3 and extend that winning streak to 6 games. That's our Sterling Bank score from around the league. Dave?
That is one offensive team. Texas Rangers. J.C. Katzman leads off. Aaron Cunningham to follow, and Jason Donald. Katzman tonight tapped back to Vargas. Vargas is working on a nice run. He struck out the last 4 hitters.
And that is a pitch he's been getting. Just off the plate away. He's been getting that call often in the game.
2-1. It's the outside corner, 2-2. Vargas getting a nice turn in his windup. He had, what, about a year ago, a little more than a year ago?
Yeah, probably about a year ago he started doing it.
Dribbler. Gets his position very nicely. 1 out. Let's check out our Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Wrap up this series with the Tribe tomorrow. The White Sox come to town, then Monday's a travel day. Long road trip. Detroit, Toronto, and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay beat Toronto in Toronto today, 12-2. Strike one, Aaron Cunningham. Doubled off the left field fence. Came around and scored. Sacrifice bunt, the sacrifice fly.
I think that was one of those situations where Donald, who put the bunt down, was actually bunting for a hit. He gets credit for a sacrifice bunt.
Just one hopper to Ryan. There's that Cunningham for out number 2. 6 in a row retired now by Vargas. Good business out in the pen again.
It's a popular area, isn't it? Boy, they are
getting it done. This past weekend was spectacular. I mean, it must have been 10 deep on both levels. Popped it up. Right center field. Ichiro is there, and Vargas, he's on a roll. 7 in a row retired as he enjoys a 4-1 lead. Seattle Mariners baseball and Root Sports being brought to you by Sonic. It's snack-sized jumbo popcorn chicken time. Just $1.99 after 8 p.m. by Verizon. Verizon 4G LTE, America's fastest, most reliable 4G network. By Ford, we are local. And by the Puyallup Fair. It's Spring Fair in Puyallup, April 19th through the 22nd. Come celebrate spring. Here's Kyle Seager. 0-1 to Kyle. Pulled a string very nicely. Seager tonight, double to right center, fly to left.
I think as the summer rolls on, he is going to hit for a little bit more power. He's been probably the most consistent hitter in the lineup, wouldn't you say, Dave?
From day one.
Yeah.
Outside, ball and 2 strikes. Seager, Saunders, and Olivo, 5, 6, and 7 against Derek Lowe. That low pitch count. Pretty high for 5th inning action. Off the end of the bat, foul.
And I think this is a situation, Derek Lowe, the veteran, been around for a long time. We were talking about the situation with the bullpens for both clubs. Lowest pitch count is not good. He's at 104. Vargas in much better shape. But I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back out again if he has a quick inning here and just pile the pitches on, trying to help his club out and save the pen. He's aware of what's going on.
2-2.
If he gets in trouble, there may not be any other option but to go to the pen, but I think he'll stay out there as long as he can.
There's Asensio out there again. Here's a pop-up. Lopez. Oh, that's a nice play by the shortstop, Jason Donald. Very nice. 1 out. Make sure you follow the Mariners. MLB.com at Bat12 app for your phone, iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio, pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text at BAT to 31826 or visit Mariners.com for details. Folks, team apparel prepared here tonight. To Saunders, walking a tap out to the first baseman. There's strike 2 and 1. Down low, America's oldest teenager, Dick Clark, sadly passed away today. He was at age 82. And those of you of a certain age, you remember coming home and watching American Bandstand right after you get home from grade school before it moved. That's why it was in Philly, where I grew up. Soon popped out of play. 46th and Market in West Philadelphia, and then it moved to Los Angeles. I worked for Dick Clark for about 2 years.
All right.
United Stations Radio Network. Thrilled to meet him. Nice man. He and his wife Carrie. Very nice man. 3-2. And Saunders takes a walk. Second time Michael has walked in for Derek Lowe. 6 walks in the 5th inning.
I think you have to give the Mariner hitters a lot of credit. He hasn't been missing by much, and a lot of movement on his fastball, but they've been able to lay off of a number of them. Saunders really has done a nice job. A couple of walks. You mentioned he's 0 for 1, but I like his patience in the 2-0 count, not to swing at a pitch off the plate away. Takes it for a strike, but it's a borderline pitch. Ends up working a walk.
Saunders leads the club with 2 stolen bases. There he goes. Swung on, hit the other way. Base hit to right for Olivo. Saunders will ease into third base.
That's great. You put Saunders in motion. He takes off on the pitch. Opens up a hole on the right side. Olivo doesn't hit it hard, but he's been struggling. Take a look at the hole on the right side of the infield. And because Saunders on the move, the second baseman going to cover. Gets Olivo a base hit, and the Mariners have some action again with the first and third situation. That'll bring Manny Acta out of the dugout.
And he has signaled he is going to take out Derek Lowe, who gets into the 5th inning. Asensio will take over. Mariners threatening 4 more.
Mariners lead it 4-1. Hi, everybody. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. And tomorrow, Kings Court is back in session. Felix Hernandez will be on the mound for the Mariners. He'll be going up against Josh Tomlin in the finale against the Cleveland Indians. Felix, after his second win of the season, Josh is still trying to get in the win column this season. Dave, Mike, back upstairs.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Look forward to the Kings Court. All the folks out there in their yellow-clad T-shirts. We look at Jairo Asensio taking over. Spent most of the last year with the AAA Gwinnett Braves. 3-2 record, a 1.81 ERA. Here's what he's done this year.
8 innings pitched for him, 9 strikeouts. He has walked 4 batters and given up a home run. Fastball slider split.
Over to first, Olivo back safely. Good, Derek Lowe, 6 walks tonight. Career high was 7.
Wedge has some options here. You have great speed over at third base in Saunders, and Kawasaki can handle the bat.
Strike one. So look at each row in his shadow. Look at the similarities.
You think Kawasaki studied some film on Ichiro at some point?
There's a loop running all night in his bedroom. Derek Lowe talking to Masterson, a couple of former Boston Red Sox. Both of them chased here in Seattle. 0-2 pitch. Popped it up. Shortstop Donald makes the play.
Numbers for Lowe: 4 1/3, 8 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned, 6 walks. As Dave mentioned, no strikeouts, 113 pitches. And he is responsible for the 2 players that are on the bases right now. Saunders at third, Olivo at first.
Brendan Ryan. Base hit to right and a run scored. A walk and a run scored. He's walked once tonight. He walked 4 times last night. All one. 11,343 on hand. $12,461 last evening. One out to Ryan. Strike.
Already here in this game, I think one of the things Eric Wedge is going to probably address, Chris Chambliss will be right there with him, as they have first and third situation with 1 out twice in this game. And the hitters have been really aggressive. Montero one time, and then Kawasaki in that last at bat. He goes back to what we were talking about, having a plan, knowing what they're going to try to do, and hitting in those situations. Ongoing process for that crew. Eric Wedge, Robbie Thompson, Carl Willis, and Chris Chambliss on the front step watching.
Ryan trying to get something done here. 1-2. Gets through. Olivo thought about it. Saunders holds at third. Santana also can play some first base. They're in pretty good shape right now with Casey Catfield, certainly on the defensive side. 2-2, 2 outs, 2 on.
Asensio having a tough time seeing the signs from Santana.
Asensio last year, 47 games. Saved 26 games and 26 opportunities. 3 stints with the Braves at the big league level with a 6.97 ERA. Indians picked him up from the Braves late in March in a cash deal. Straight cash. Breaking the ball, hit foul. Four runs, 8 hits, and an error for the Mariners. Trying to get some more here with 2 outs. A run on 3 hits. No errors for Cleveland. Jason Vargas has struck out 6 through the first 5 innings. Bouncing ball charged by Donald. Double clutch. Did he get him? Yes, he did. Oh, my goodness. Double clutch and still was able to nip Ryan at first base. So the Mariners are done. They get runners at the corners, can't score, but that's a heck of a play by Jason Donald. 4-1 Mariners. Mariners. As we go to the top of the 6th, Jason Vargas has retired the last 7 men that he's faced. Here's how the last half inning ended. Brendan Ryan. Boy.
He beat it.
You know how your Taylor says he by a skosh?
Yeah,
they beat him by a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's watch the far right edge. HD viewers, you'll get a look. Foot is coming down. Wow, he just beat it.
Eric Wedge came out and argued in between innings, didn't get anywhere with it, which they never do.
Kipnis, Chu, and Santana here in the 6th.
It's too bad. Took a base hit and an RBI away from Brendan Ryan.
Strike 2 and 1. Three and 1 to count. Anytime you get your name in the same sentence with Dustin Pedroia and Chase Utley, you're in good shape. A lot of Cleveland folks think about Kipnis, who thought he had ball 4. Count runs full. Oh, the fist popped it up. Kawasaki takes charge. 1 out. 1 out here in the 6th. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners.
I think Olivo told Kipnis to watch out where you're throwing your bat after he popped it up. He wasn't happy, and he threw the bat back, and it almost a piece out of Olivo.
Shin-Soo Choo strike out in the walk tonight. Choo 2 for 5 last night. Juno. Rushing there a little bit. 3-0. One back hitter. Cleanup man, Carlos Santana. There's a strike 3-1.
Take a look at Kipnis. He's not happy about it. And then watch Olivo as he goes up the line. Here comes the bat right at him. And when Kipnis was running back off the field back towards the dugout after he was out, Olivo sure mentioned to him, watch where you're throwing that bat.
Full count. Pitch here to Choo. Lost it. Second walk issued by Vargas against 6 strikeouts. One out base runner for the Tribe. Second time Choo has walked. We'll bring up Santana, who's a strikeout victim, looking and swinging. Saunders in center field, shading a couple steps towards the left.
Jason Wright at 80 pitches. In command of the game so far.
He's held Cleveland to a hit in each of the first 3 innings and none since. That walk ended a string of 8 consecutive hitters retired. Oh.
I like Olivo going out to the mound right now. As you mentioned, Vargas has been cruising along. There's the walk. You're in the middle of the Cleveland lineup in a 4-1 game. Don't let it get away from you. Get back to what he's been doing, which is basically working on the outer half of the plate. Olivo thought he was overthrowing the last 2 pitches, get him back to where he's just trying to hit his spots.
2-0 the count to Santana. For a breaking ball for a strike. Manny Atkins getting on Angel Campos, the home plate umpire. 2-1 to count.
I think it worked because that pitch was right down the middle.
Travis Hafner's on deck. 0 for 2 tonight. 3-1 pitch. Right up the middle for a base hit. Here comes Cleveland. Bring the tying run to the plate.
Solid base hit from Santana. Inside out swing. Gets a cutter actually in on his hands and he fights it off back up the middle.
Strong. Big spot here. Hafner's grounded out the second and took a called 3rd strike. First pitch to Hafner. Ball 1.
Steve Delabar. Tall right-hander getting loose in the Mariner pen.
Counts 1-0 after 2 on. 4-1 Mariners. Two and 0.
Jason all of a sudden looks like he's pitching really careful to the middle of this lineup. He's not nearly as aggressive as he was earlier in the game, trying to get through this inning.
Behind 2-0 after 2 on. 3-0.
2-0 changeup that he missed with. Shelly Duncan waiting on deck.
Crisis time here for Vargas. 3-0 with 2 on, 1 out, a 3-run lead. Lost them on 4 pitches. Bases are loaded. His 3rd walk of the game, 2nd of the inning. And not surprisingly, here comes Carl Willis for a quick chat. Laboring 21 pitches.
21 pitches in the inning. He was cruising up to that point.
At one stretch where he struck out Santana at the end of 3rd and then struck out the side in the 4th. And that string ran to 8 consecutive men retired until here 1 out in the 6th. Walk, base hit, and a walk have loaded him up.
And he still isn't out of the woods. Shelly Duncan off to a great start for the Indians, hitting .333 coming into the game with a couple of home runs. You know, by the way, he's hitting .462 off of left-handers.
Shu at second and at 3rd rather. Santana at 2nd and at 1st Travis Hafner. 0 for a double play ball. Good start. Duncan had a bad spring at 9 for 56. $161. Light shining brightly at the start of the regular season. He's done better. The 0-1. Seager, Ryan, Kawasaki, and Ackley across the infield for the Mariners. Figgins, Olivo, Figgins, Saunders, and each row in the outfield with Olivo behind the plate. 1-1. Hammered, hooking, foul.
Jason's okay with that. Off speed pitch, Duncan out in front of it. Ahead in the count. Was able to strike him out in the 4th inning. Caught him looking on a pitch inside. See if he tries to go back to the cutter in on his hands.
Big spot here for Vargas. Bases loaded, 1 out. Mariners 4-1 lead. Locked it up. No play.
Olivo was set up in on the hands of Duncan. Vargas just didn't get it there. Let that pitch up and out over the plate. Olivo, I'm sure, telling him, make sure you get it in there. Ahead in the count, 1-2.
Mariners jumped out to a 2-0 lead the 1st inning. Leadoff homer by Figgins, and out later Ichirel homer. 3rd inning, a bases loaded walk to Montero. 4th inning, RBI single Ackley. Counting for the Mariner runs. Sacrifice fly by Kipnis. Brought home Cleveland's only tally. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Missed. Another big pitch here at 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. What a pitch by Vargas for out number 2 here in the 6th with the bases loaded.
That's what a good fastball inside will do for you. It gets him off the plate, comes back with a great changeup on the outside corner, maybe just off the plate away, and you can see how far out front he was looking something back inside again. Vargas pulls the string and strikes him out.
Strikeout number 6 for Vargas couldn't be any bigger. Now former Mariner Jose Lopez, base hit and a strikeout tonight. Him off at strike 1. Lopez didn't like the call. Season high 96 pitches thrown by Vargas. 0-1. Broken back ground ball. Ryan short way, got him. He got out of it. Jason Vargas gets out of a bases loaded jam here in the 6th, and the Mariners lead remains at 4-1. One like that. 4-1 Mariners. They are having a good time at the pen. Clearly.
I guess where he is at, he has time to put that back on his hand if he sees one coming his way, huh?
Yeah, it better be quick. Better be quick. Figgins leading off here in the home 6th. And against Jairo Asensio. Figgins with a great start tonight, a home run. Lead off the home first, lined out the left, single to right. Top of the order here in the 6th. Figgins, Ackley, and Detroit. Ackley's had a good night, couple of hits, RBI, 2 for 3. And Figgins works a 4-pitch walk. We check in with Angie Mentek.
You know, guys, you hear all the time that these seedings mean absolutely nothing in hockey when it comes to the playoffs, and I think that the Kings and the Canucks would echo that sentiment. It's Game 4. Kings lead this series 3-0. All of these games, by the way, in the third period. Vancouver leading that right now 2-1. In the WHL, games Spokane Chiefs. These are Game 7s over the Tri-City Americans right now, and Cam Loops is behind right now to the Portland Winterhawks. Again, both those Game 7, Dave.
Game 7s in hockey or any sport, always a lot of fun. Hot goalie, if you got one, you got a chance. In-game box score. Good stuff here for the Mariners. Trying to add on here. Up 4-1. They got hit Cleveland 8-4.
1, 2, 3 hitters in the lineup, 5 for 8 with a couple of home runs, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, a couple walks. They've been productive tonight. Asensio having a tough time finding the dish.
Boy, Santana and Lopez both thinking the same thing. Go talk to him. And Yakta, skipper for the Tribe. Asensio is a Caribbean Series MVP this past offseason. 2-0 to Ackley. There's a strike. Foul ball. 2-2. Finish up the series with Cleveland tomorrow. Felix Hernandez against Josh Tomlin. 2-2 count to Ackley. White Sox come to town. See Hector Noesi, Blake Bevan, and Kevin Millwood for the Mariners. Higgins at first, nobody out. Pitch. A 2-2 offering. Kotsman, slick. There's one. That's all they'll get. A nice play by Casey Kotsman. Let's take a look at our banner. Bank building to the future. Jackson Generals news and notes. Good stuff. Saw this morning. Taijuan Walker, 6 innings, a 2-hit, 7 strikeout ball. James Paxton, Southern League Player of the Week. Couple of games, 10 and a third innings. He's got 1 walk and 17 strikeouts. And the bullpen's got a 1.16 ERA, 19 walks against 56 strikeouts. Those are some outstanding numbers.
Dominant pitching. Another good sign for the Mariners in this organization.
Fouled into the glove of Santana. Strike 1 to Ichiro. Taijuan Walker, just 19 years old. He is dealing down there. That's a stacked Jackson Generals club.
I think they'll be careful with him this year, but I'm also pretty sure that we will see Paxton at some point.
The center field. Cunningham got a good jump. That ball stayed up. Throw back to first. Got a chance.
Boy.
Got him. Double play. Ends the 6th. To the 7th we go as Ackley's doubled up. Cashman with the stretch, a strong throw by Cunningham, gets Ackley, and that'll do it for the Mariners. Here we go, seventh inning. Mariners lead it 4-1. Game 2 of this 3-game series with the Cleveland Indians. Hey, fans, make sure you take your little leaguers out to see the big leaguers. And Aquafina Little League Day this Sunday at 1:10. Not only will all kids 14 and under be able to take part in a pregame on-field parade, but they're going to take home a Mariners drawstring backpack, perfect for hauling around their hat and glove up to their own games. For your tickets, go to Mariners.com. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, and the Root Sports crew, Jason Vargas. How about the job he did? Getting out of the 6th inning, giving up a hit, and leaving the bases loaded. One to Casey Kotzman off speed pitch, fouled, and that got a leave up.
Yeah, he put himself into trouble. He walked a couple of batters in the inning around a base hit by Santana, but was able to get out of it. His pitch count starting to climb for him. The next pitch will be 100 for Vargas. Steve Delabar gets up again.
Second time up for him. Saunders practically in left center from Kotzman. Swing and foul back. Alex Hernandez against Josh Tomlin to wrap up this series. Alex coming in with a record of 1-1, a 3.80 ERA.
Folks out in the Kings Court. Be rocking tomorrow.
Dribbler, another one. Vargas field. And throws out Kotzman. Nice play by Acker. One out. Third straight time Kotzman's dribbled back to Vargas.
Eric Wedge right now would love to see Vargas finish this inning. Then he has Tom Wilhelmsen to go in the 8th and Brandon League in the 9th. I think right now he's still trying to figure out what the rest of his bullpen is going to look like and how he's going to use guys. Vargas can help him out with that by pitching through 7, because he definitely has confidence in the way Wilhelmsen and Brandon League have pitched this year.
Once they get to the formula.
Yeah. You still have to have guys that can pitch it through the 6th and the 7th. It's just a matter of who they're going to be at this point.
0-1 to count to Aaron Cunningham.
That takes a little bit of time.
Aaron Cunningham back home, product South Kitsap High School. 1-1. That might be playable. No.
South Kitsap High School. Willie Bloomquist.
Jason Ellison too. Saw Jason last month during spring training, and we'll see Willie Bloomquist. The Mariners go to Arizona to play the D-backs. Yikes! Cardinals 11-1 over Cincinnati. That's a fun. Phillies and Giants scoreless in the 11th in San Francisco. Popped it up. Ichiro's going to put it away. 2 outs. Top of the order. Jason Donald 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. Cleveland's run coming in the 3rd inning. The sacrifice fly by Jason Kipnis. No multiple hit innings for Cleveland. A hit in each of the first 3 and then 1 more in the 6th.
Left-hander Lucas Litke also getting loose with Delabar.
Well, Vargas gets it done. He gets through 7. So it's set up nicely for the bullpen. A strong 7-inning performance by Jason Vargas. 4-1 Mariners. In his 7th inning stretch is being brought to you by Washington's Lottery and the Department of Imagination, encouraging you to imagine bigger when you play the lottery. Visit us on Facebook or tweet what you do to Twitter, #IfIWon. Who knows, you might even see your tweet appear on TV during an upcoming game. Chilly night, but right now, Mariner fans enjoying it. A 4-1 lead against the Cleveland Indians, and I'll tell you what, our deepest well of good wishes go out to Adam Moore.
Yes,
torn right meniscus. Again, same knee, little different spot. I heard that news coming to the ballpark today. Just made me, I was crushed. That's terrible. He was coming back off a hand injury. Gotten back in action.
Had been playing well, too.
Yep. Washington Husky product Nick Hagedorn, 2nd night in a row we see him. Montero to lead it off. I don't think he's had a good swing tonight, has he?
No, I think the one at bat that they're going to talk to him about is when he hit into the double play back in the 4th inning. 1st and 3rd, you have one out, and Lowe threw everything that was below the hitting area and off the plate, and he was hacking away, which isn't unusual for young hitters. They get anxious at times, but I think they'll ask him to tighten it up, especially early in the count. If he has a couple of strikes because they made some good pitches or he fouled some pitches off, okay, but you want to get the ball up and try to get that runner in. But you're right, he's been aggressive tonight, just not many good pitches to hit. It's like Tom Wilhelmsen now is up, ready to pitch the 8th.
Play Hagedorn last night, pitched an inning in the 3rd, walked 1, struck out 2.
Well, he showed a good fastball. There's Tom Wilhelmsen.
Two pitch. Popped up into short right field for Chu. 1 out. Tired of paying high gas prices? At that pump? Who is it? Ride Sound Transit and save big. Visit soundtransit.org for details. One out here in the 7th. Here's Kyle Seager. 1 for 3. 1st inning double to deep right center field. Excited about Hagedorn, of course, a local product. Yeah, it was a little bit fired up. Wouldn't you be if you're pitching in your home ballpark? Watched Mariners during his early years. A little bit wild last night, but all in all, got out unscathed.
You have to like his arm. Nice fastball at 93 miles an hour. Showed a good breaking ball.
All 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Boy, hit some juice on that pitch. 2 outs.
And he goes with a 92-mile-an-hour fastball just off the plate away. Kyle Seager trying to protect the plate, isn't able to reach it.
Saunders tonight, couple of walks and the ground out the 1st. 0 for 1. Veteran Dan Wheeler. Get ready for Cleveland. One. Saunders can do here. Turn around one of his fastballs.
Well, to Seager and now to Saunders. Hagedorn has pitched him away. Look out over the plate. What he's giving you and hit the ball the other way. He hasn't tried to pitch him in yet.
2-2.
Good fastball in the middle of the plate.
Two outs, nobody on it. 2-2 to Saunders. Struck him out. Wow, that's a heck of an inning. The local product, Nick Hagedorn. 1-2-3 go the Mariners in the seventh. The formula, here we go. Tom Wilhelmsen with lead to follow. 4-1 Mariners. In Vargas, Mariners lead at 4-1 as we go to the top of the eighth inning. Outstanding performance here tonight by Mr. V.
He only had trouble a couple of times. The big one was in the sixth inning when he was able to work his way out of it. But overall, I thought he had a great game plan. Used his fastball effectively inside to both sides of the plate as he strikes out Santana looking, and then comes back with the changeup later. But I thought he really executed his pitches again. Only struggled through the sixth inning, but 107 pitches for Jason Vargas in the game, going 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 3 walks, a couple of them in 1 inning, and then here's the ground ball to end that inning with the bases loaded. An outstanding outing for Jason Vargas. Look at our Nissan shift to the bullpen. Tom Wilhelmsen and his numbers, ERA right at 1, 10 innings or 10 strikeouts over the 9 innings he has pitched. Opponent's average 156. Pitching in last night's game, topped out at 97 miles an hour. He also has a good 12-6 curveball.
Well, the bartender in for the setup. He went an inning and a third, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts last night. 1-1 to Jason Kipnis, 2, 3, and 4. Here in the Cleveland eighth. Slipped. Three and 1. Choose on deck. Right after, like that.
Pitch right in the middle of the plate. And I suppose if you have 96, why not trust it?
Been a big difference from last year early. Trust Tire Arsenal. He's Got a 3-2 pitch coming right here. Leadoff man Jason Kipnis. Strike 3 call. Good start by Tom Wilhelmsen. 1 out here in the 8th.
Goes with another fastball at 96 miles an hour. Outside corner.
Nicely framed by Oliva. Here's Chu, a strikeout and a couple of walks. Ball 1 to Shin Su. Heater, 1-1. One pitch. He's going right after it.
He is. 9 pitches, all of them fastballs.
Mariners 4-0 when leading after 7 innings thus far in this season. 1-2 pitch.
There's a curveball.
And he's throwing mid-90s. Not a good night for your hands as a hitter.
They will all tell you that.
Two. Oh, breaking ball, no. Full count.
Wow. What a good pitch.
Payoff pitch here to Shu with 1 out, nobody on. Lost it. 3 straight times now. Chu has walked. 1 out base runner for Cleveland. Each row bobblehead night. It's back this Friday. 7:10 start time. Features the Mariners' all-time stolen base leader. He may only be 7 inches tall, but he can cover 90 feet. No time at all. Be one of the first 20,000 fans who take home this year's Each Row bobblehead thanks to Root Sports when you pick up your tickets. Mariners.com. Carlos Santana, strikeout looking, swinging, and a base hit to center.
Well, for Tom, look at Cleveland. He's having to work through the tough part of the lineup. You know, Olivo making a trip out to the mound. He's the setup guy, but here in the 8th inning, he has to work his way through the middle of the lineup. Then you have Brandon League for the save in the 9th. So, tough task for Tom tonight.
Just joining us, Dustin Ackley at first. Justin Smoke. Tightness in his thigh. After a 4-hit night last night, aggravated it on Saturday and further aggravated it on Sunday. The night off tonight, so Ackley at first when he played at the University of North Carolina. 1-1 the count. Mariners did their scoring in the first half of the game. In fact, in the first inning, Figgins and Ichiro with home runs. This is loaded walk to Montero in the second. RBI single in the 4th by Ackley. 1-1.
Wow.
2-1.
He's already thrown a couple of pitches in this inning at the bottom of the strike zone and in the middle of the plate and hasn't gotten a call.
Time call. Oh, way late. Good pitch by Wilhelmsen. 2-2. How about Cliff Lee? 10 shutout innings for the Phillies. Matt Cain, 9 shutout innings. We're talking about 2 premium pitchers in that contest down at the Bay. 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 2 outs.
Well, you're geared up trying to hit 96 miles an hour, and he drops this hammer on you. He missed that by about 1.5 feet. Straight over the top, 12-6 break. Well out in front, over the top of it. Great pitch, Tom.
Tough hombre here in Travis Hafner. Hafner ground out to second, strikeout, looking at a walk. He likes the fastball. This one's going to stay in the yard as Saunders for the 3rd out. Nice work by Tom Wilhelmsen, facing 2, 3, 4, and 5 in the order. And Wheeler, the veteran, is going to take over for Cleveland.
Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Sterling Bank, life is about the good stuff, and your bank should be too. Visit our new website at bankwithsterling.com. Dave, Mike, back at you.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Not a big crowd, but an enthusiastic crowd on hand here. 11,343 at Safeco Field. Dan Wheeler, the veteran, has been with Tampa Bay, the Mets, Houston, and Tampa Bay, and most recently with Boston a year ago. In 47 games, he went 2-2.
Only 3 1/3 innings for him, 3 walks, so he has been wild. See if the Mariners can take advantage of that.
Dan looks good. He's lost a lot of weight since we saw him last. Swing and a miss. He might be down like 15, 20 pounds. Olivo tonight, a foul out to the first baseman, a ground out to the first baseman, and a base hit, a hit and run single.
As you would expect, Brandon Lee is getting loose in the Mariners' pen.
Giants win it 1-0. Cliff Lee went 10 scoreless innings. First to do it since Doc Holliday, Roy Halladay, and Aaron Harang in 07. And it's the 6th time that's been done since 2000. Well, 10 scoreless, that's tough. Bouncing ball down to Lopez. 1 out. So that's only the 6th time. Boy, that's interesting. 6th time getting into the 10th inning since the year 2000. That's impressive. Hopefully he swings the bat pretty well. Surprised he didn't cause some damage there as we look at Brandon Lee.
Kawasaki hitting. Jose Lopez, the third baseman for the Indians, playing in on the grass. Kochman even with the bag.
Shows bunt. Ball 1. Mariners 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth. None since. In fact, the Mariners have not had a hit since the 5th inning. The Olivo hit and run single. Set up a first and third. They didn't score though. That was the last time they had a hit. One and two. One out, nobody on. Dan Wheeler signed in January with the Tribe. They just signed Johnny Damon last night. They expect to have him with them in May. 37 years young. 1-2 pitch.
Good for him. I knew he wanted to play some more, so maybe he can help out this club.
Signed a minor league deal on Tuesday. Doing some quick work. Spring training, extended spring training down in Goodyear. Hope to be back with the club in early May. Signed a $1.25 million contract. 2-2. Full count. Brendan Ryan's on deck. A line foul.
There you go with the quick hands again. That you were talking about during batting practice today. He lets the ball get deep, especially when he's behind in the count. Looks like he can just flip it foul all day long, waiting for a pitch in the middle of the plate. Right now, Dan Wheeler has made some really good pitches on him, all of them away.
The 2 pitch. Lopez, no play.
There you go. 9th pitch of the at bat coming up.
Three and two. Watchman to Wheeler. Out number 2. Connect with the Mariners everywhere, including Facebook, Twitter, and now Pinterest. Go there now and pin photos of yourself in Mariners gear from around the world. Find links to these pages and more at mariners.com/connect.
Brendan Ryan 1 for 2 tonight. Has scored a couple of runs. One out, he made it. In the replay, it looked like he actually beat it out on a chopper to short, so it cost him a hit.
A little breezy here right now at 52 degrees. Safeco field. Ryan, oh, good breaking ball. Strike one. Wheeler out of Warwick, Rhode Island, lives in Seminole, Florida. One one. Brandon League. Jimmy Navarro to his left, the bullpen coach. Two and one. Two balls, one strike. They play Ryan straight away, not too deep. Inside corner, first strike, 2-2. Two and two to Ryan. Strike three called. He is dismissed. It is time now for your Wednesday night BLT, a 4-1 Mariner lead.
Brandon Nig in for the bottom of the ninth, trying to pick up his 5th save of the season. Andrew Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. And right now, the Athletics and the Angels are looking up at the Mariners and the Rangers in the division standings. And those two teams going head-to-head tonight. Top of the first inning, A center fielder Yoenis Cespedes takes Irvin Santana to a place he doesn't want to go. A 3-run blast puts Oakland up 3-0. It's his 4th home run of the season, and it just went final. 6-0. Dave, back upstairs for the bottom of the ninth.
All right, Angie, thank you. Shelley Duncan, Jose Lopez, Casey Kotchman against Brandon League. 6, 7, and 8. Brandon League 4 for 4 and save opportunities.
There you go. 4 for 4. ERA has not given up an earned run. 6 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts. Opponent's average just 182, and with a 3-run lead, it is a save opportunity for Brandon. He will throw his fastball. At times he'll get it up there around 97 miles an hour. There's a split.
I think it's tremendous movement on that pitch.
He struggled with it his last couple of times out. Hasn't had a real good feel for it. His fastball has been there, but the split. Saw the one game where he was bouncing him out in front of the plate.
That was one where he said he couldn't get a grip on the ball. Yeah. It seemed like it was like a powdery substance on it. Broken bat liner. 1 out. Ryan puts it away.
I wonder for him also, because it's cooler out this time of year and dry, as you know, you were talking about it before we started the telecast today. Jams Duncan, soft line drive out the short of that, is causing a problem for him too.
Jose Lopez, 1 for 3. One ball, Ryan. Got time. Throws him out. Quick 2 outs. And that'll bring up Casey Kochman. 3 times he tapped back to Jason Vargas, the starter, who was strong over 7 innings, a 4-hit. 1 run ball, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts. He stands to be the winner. Last night, big offense for the Mariners. Couldn't hold on. Tonight, just enough offense, and they're 1 out away. That'll do it. Center field for Saunders, and that is your ball game. Mariners win it 4-1 as Jason Vargas gets his 2nd win of the season, his first here at home. Brandon League now 5 for 5 in save opportunities.
A good bounce back win for the Mariners. Tough loss yesterday, and good to see the top of the lineup. Biggins getting things started, lead the game off with a home run. Ichiro also with a home run in the first of the early lead for the Mariners. Top of the order. 1, 2, 3, and 4, all with RBIs in the game. And then Jason Vargas, you're right, had a game plan today, was able to execute it. Shut down a hot-hitting Cleveland Indians lineup with just 4 hits and 1 earned run for Vargas.
First time so far in this early season, Cleveland Indians do not hit a home run. Great job by the Mariners. They hit a couple. League 5 pitches to get 3 outs in his 5th save. 2 hours and 47 minutes the time of game in front of 11,343. The Mariners even this series at a game apiece. And they send the King out tomorrow to get this series against Josh Tomlin. Right now, let's send you out to Brett Adam and Dave Valley.